3.
This is Vulvodynia and Chris from Vulvodynia, and you're watching Richard Metal Fan.
Hey, what's up, guys? Episode 285 of Richard Metal Fan Interviews here at the Masquerade in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here with one half of Vulvodynia. We got Wandale and Chris. So, how are you guys doing today?
We're pretty good. We got here a couple hours ago. First show of tour. We're stoked to play, to get this shit started.
Our album came out today, by the way.
Awesome.
That too.
So, how excited are you guys for the show tonight?
Pretty damn excited. We've played the Masquerade a couple times, and it's always a sick show. So, and it's the first day of tour too. So everyone's on full of energy and on the highest level. I'm sorry, can I curse?
Yeah. This is for fun. So you do whatever you want.
Fuck, shit's not with We're stoked to play
fuck
today.
Censorship. So you got your new album, Entabeni, which came out obviously today. So I've heard that on Spotify, and it's absolutely kick-ass. So
thank you.
So can you talk to me about the whole writing and recording process, how the whole album came to be, and that good stuff?
You want to start?
Sure. Okay, so this album it kind of started off a bit rocky. We had a whole album written, and then crazy shit went down in the band. We got a new vocalist. It's our first record with Vulvodynia on vocals. We kind of went a bit more tech, a bit more slam, a bit more deathcore. We just upgraded everything, and yeah, I think you should speak about what you wrote, well, what we wrote the lyrics about. It's about African folklore and all of that, but it's very close to home for us, and especially Vulvodynia, so I think you can elaborate a bit.
Yeah, so vocally I thought the best thing to do for us would be to tackle something that is unique, but also something that I know. So we tackled folklore because it's just stories that I've been told by my mother and my mother's mother and my mother's mother's mother and my etc. So all these stories passed down to generations that my grandfathers and grandmothers used to tell us. So it's already something that's always been big in my life, and things that have always trickled down through all the generations. So we thought, let's play it super close to home. Let's stay super South African. Let's be super original at the same time. And yeah, we wrote a whole album just based on South African, specifically South African folklore and mythology.
Yeah, and musically, did you want it to continue in the same vein as Prenatonius Infinity, or being as this is a new album with you taking over the lead vocals, it's almost like a new start for Vulvodynia in a way?
Yeah, well, I mean, we never want to write the same album twice, but I would say that we definitely went more. We just took all the parts that we had before and just said, let's do them on a higher level. So all the tech parts, let's get more tech. All the heavy parts, let's get more heavy. All of the melodic parts, let's get more melodic. I would say that instrumentally it's an upgrade from any of the stuff we've ever done before.
Awesome. And of course, like, this is like the first album with you, Wandale, on vocals. So
yeah.
Were you kind of like nervous at all, like taking up the role as the lead singer?
I was shitting myself. I wanted to kill myself many times, but it's very important to surround yourselves with people that will support you. It's very important to throw your ego away and ask for help. I thought that if I didn't do that, I don't think I would have been able to record this album. I had to have enough common sense to be like, I can't do this on my own, and ask people for help. And because of that, we have an album that I can say that I'm proud of, at least.
Yeah, and before you joined up with as the lead vocalist, did you wanted to try to find like another singer, but then how did it end up being like, you know what, fuck it, I'll sing?
You want to answer that?
Sure. We kind of just all looked at Vulvodynia and were like, we think you should do this. You're a sick vocalist. He was already doing backing vocals live. He's got another project called Cryoplasia. We knew he could do the thing. And yeah, we pitched it to him like, do you think you could do this? Like, We think it's the best idea, keeping it in-house. We don't really want to add any new members, any different vibes to what we already have, because we work so well as a team together. So I think it was the most natural thing for us to do. Obviously, like Vulvodynia said, there was massive amounts of pressure and stress involved, but in the end, he fucking killed it. And like, we wrote most of the lyrics together, and yeah, the whole album, we just sat in a room basically and passed the guitar around, shared ideas. Vocally, we shared rhythmic ideas, lyrical ideas. And yeah, I think working as a team made it a lot more of a smooth process, because I think, yeah, when Vulvodynia first took it on, it was definitely super intimidating.
Yeah.
So,
and of course, this is the first album with now new lineup with now as a 4-piece. How did that sort of like change like the chemistry and the dynamics within Vulvodynia?
well, I would say now we're the strongest we've ever been. We've got a bunch of people we love with all our heart, all the time with us, and like, we're best friends, you know. There's no bad vibes in the band whatsoever. Touring's become so much easier, so much better. It works now, and we're super happy about that.
Yeah, and I guess for you, Vulvodynia, like being you were originally the guitarist before taking up lead vocals, do you prefer being a vocalist, or do you prefer being a guitarist?
I get asked this question a lot, and it's not the answer that people are looking for, but I much rather play guitar. I much prefer playing guitar than being a vocalist. Being a vocalist is cool and all and everything, but
I got a good stage presence.
Yeah, you know, but my passion has always been guitar, and it always will be guitar.
Yeah, you could like, have you ever tried to sing and play guitar?
I tried that, but I feel like in this genre specifically, it has to be one or the other. Even if you're good, and if I was good enough to do both, I'd be sacrificing so much stage presence.
Yeah,
you know, because I
like
have
the
to.
James Hetfield of deathcore.
Yeah, and like these riffs are like not easy to play at all. So they're not Metallica. they're not Metallica riffs at all. So it would be so much work. But I think just going balls to the wall, straight vocalist is the way to go.
Yeah, and of course this year does mark 10 years since the formation of Vulvodynia. I know,
Yep.
Chris, you've been in the band like a couple years after the formation, and you Vulvodynia sort of like the newish member. So how does it feel to be like part of the Vulvodynia kind of history for a decade?
Well, I joined the band as soon as the band started playing live, and you know, members were needed to make that happen. And it's been a crazy journey. It's an honor to be in Vulvodynia, you know, because it's changed our whole lives. And you know, we're one of the only bands from our country actually coming out here and being able to do this, so super grateful to be a part of it. And we're just riding the wave, you know, doing the best we can to keep going and just keep making the best music we can, and you know, put on the best shows we can. So yeah.
All right. And for you, Vulvodynia, because now being a vocalist with the lyrical kind of like ideas for the new album, but do you have to like put yourself on like a certain mind frame in order to come up with lyrics, or does the lyrics for you just like come like naturally and organically?
As I said, it was like super duper daunting to take up that role, so I asked for help. So in terms of lyrics, we all write lyrics together. We get together in a room and we all work on patterns, and we all work on topics and everything like that. I might have came up with the initial like, oh, it'd be cool if we could sing something, an album about folklore, but I rely on my band members as well to help me write lyrics together.
All right. And then, of course, like talking about like coming from South Africa, because I'm always curious, because like there's only two bands I know, like you guys and Seether from South Africa. So what is like sort of like the metal scene in South Africa?
Oh, there's definitely a pretty sizable metal scene. I wouldn't say it's like huge, but it definitely exists. We have a bunch of amazing bands over there, and there's shows every single week, you know, so there's definitely a scene there. And I think just in, you know, give us a couple more years, there'll be more bands leaving the South African bubble and being more on the international scale. Like we have a band that just graduated to go to the Vakin metal battle.
Holy shit.
Won. I guess they won the Vakin metal battle to go and play there.
Yeah. And so, of course, we got the new album that just came out today. So what's next for Vulvodynia? I know you got this awesome tour now with Vulvodynia. So what's next for you guys?
We're going to tour.
As you should.
That's pretty much it. We're gonna tour.
Just, we've got an album cycle now, so the thing for us is promoting the album, touring the album, playing these new songs for everyone, and yeah, no plans on making new music right now, just because we just released new music. So yeah.
So thank you guys
Thank
for
you so
this
much.
interview. It was great to have you
Pleasure,
on. It's
bro.
just, any final words you want to say to the viewers that are watching this to close this out?
Listen to our new album. It came out today. It's called Entabeni.
Yes. Peace.
So everybody, Vulvodynia. We'll see you next.